Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Last episode we did not make a whole bunch of headway, but we're gonna power through it and see about coming up with a good way to take care of our carbon dioxide. Oh boy, that's new. That was not there when we left last session. We've got some contaminated water. Got some stress, but nobody's stressed enough to have vomited. It seems as though somebody has made a mess. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that mopped up. There we go. And here we go. Where is it coming from? Oh! Oh no! Oh no, that's not good. This contaminated water has started to break through. So I'm going to give us some high priority, the priority has disappeared, way to board this up. And no, I do not need that bottom piece. Go take care of that now. This contaminated water will come in handy, but we don't currently have a way to take care of it yet. Come on, come on, you can do it. It may be time to take another duplicate. I think the jobs are starting to pile up on them. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this mopped up so they're not continually stepping in it. There we go. That would explain why we couldn't get rid of it that first pass. Ah, good, 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 good. At the end of last episode, I was going to find us some algae, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, or not. Let's go ahead and make this real quick. Oh man, that is scary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pump that into our dirty water storage. Man, a lot of that has come out. Okay, that's filled up. Let's put a ladder. Yeah, let's put a ladder down here so that they can build a water pump. Liquid pump. Come on, here we go. Liquid pump. We need to take our pipe, and I'm just going to go out down this. Oh, I can't go down that way, can I? Interesting. How are we going to route this? There's not a good, efficient way to route that I know of. We're going to go ahead and let it go like that, and we're going to see if we can rotate. Oh! Where's the rotate button? Oh, to rotate. Can it go there? It cannot go there. Can we go here? We absolutely cannot go there. Can we go like this? We can go like that. But it's backwards. There we go. We'll go like that and go ahead and build this liquid pipe over. Okay. And it's nighttime. I need to also go ahead and set up power. We'll just use some regular power, not the insulated power. There we go. And it seems as though someone has made a mess. Oh boy. Close that door permanently. There we go. Oh no, 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 no! What is it doing? No! There we go. We do have some contaminated water in there, and that is not good. But we're gonna go ahead and mop up what we can. How is that mess so big? So we're going to take a look here, and Hideki and Elvis are very stressed. We're going to go ahead and take care of that and put the rest of our projects on hold for a moment. But I would like to go ahead and prioritize building that. There we go. Now we're pumping out our contaminated water. We are, however, getting some contaminated oxygen in, and I am not particularly happy about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct this top piece here. And a little trick I have recently figured out is I'm going to rotate a mechanical door and drop it right there so it doesn't keep coming out. We don't have a whole bunch of bad air that came out, but that's not good to have anyway. Since we've learned that trick, I think I want to deconstruct one of these blocks and do the same thing. Right there. And I have to deconstruct our ladder too. There we go. And we've got our new duplicant. We have tons of food and we're doing okay on water. It may be time to consider the options. So we have 2 destructive and 1 vomiter. She cannot dig, but she is an early bird. I do not believe that we already have an early bird, so I think I'm going to take her. Metrodora. Welcome to the colony. It may be worth our time to go ahead and dig this out and hope that it does not fail. With a constant flow into our water purifier, we're going to run through our filtration medium relatively quickly. And I'm going to take my idea here in this area to move all of our heat generation down here. And I'm going to expand it a little bit to include a way to evaporate water. Since we've got all these things that generate a whole ton of heat, we should be able to drip water very slowly across it and have it evaporate. We can pump the steam like air, and the contaminated stuff in the air will come out as contaminated dirt. We have used more oxygen than we've created. Let's see. Good pressure, that doesn't matter. Oh, it kind of does. Decent pressure, decent pressure, decent pressure of breathable gas, reasonable pressure of breathable gas. I don't see that it's an issue. I don't know where that metric came from, but we should be doing just fine. I mean, we've even got this over here. The only place that I could see of that really needs it is down here. I do need to prioritize getting some of this algae, so I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get that, and that. And to reach that, I'm gonna take our ladder up a bit. Might as well go ahead and break through. And we've got dirt. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep on a high priority to get that taken care of. And once again, sweep on high priority to get some of this algae that's been dropping down. Maybe what I need to do is dig. Yep, I do need to dig to get rid of that. There we go. And they picked it up. Good little duplicants. Looks like we're losing some oxygen up there. Yes, it's definitely going up in pressure. This going up in pressure means that this is probably going to be dropping. It's not. That's actually not dropping. Huh. Interesting. Maybe it just means there's a place for the air to go. Okay, so we're not going to have to worry about water for a little bit. And I think we've done okay on our algae. We are still kind of low on our algae. I hate to keep digging down here, but it may be unavoidable. So we've got ladders here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go ahead and dig out this area. And we're going to replace that bottom layer with plain old tile. That should also introduce our duplicates to slime. Once they've been introduced to slime, I can start setting these to slime only. So we do have some algae relatively close, so I'm going to go ahead and let them do that. And then dig that out. Not having algae is kind of a big deal, seeing as it is our primary means of producing oxygen. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't want to build there, or dig there. I'm going to build that tile and put in a manual airlock as well while I'm at it. How much sandstone do we have? We have an unreasonable amount of sandstone. It may not be a terrible idea to also allow sandstone down here. It being closer may be more convenient for them to drop it off. When we get into the more exotic ores like this abyssalite, and there's some phosphorite, phosphorite down here, we may just start storing it down there and get rid of all the sandstone. Are they taking it out of others? They are taking it out of others. I think I'm going to go ahead and set this to open and leave it open. There you go. So some oxygen can make its way in. And the CO2 that they're producing doesn't stay trapped. We'll deal with that in a little while. At least it's low pressure carbon dioxide. And it just ate a resource and gave us some coal. It may eat coal. And we are officially out of water down here. And here. That's kind of scary. Let's build a door, not mechanized, a manual, right there. And then let them go ahead and dig out this bit. Empty pipe? Why is there an empty pipe? So this should be pumping water out. It says that it's pumping. Does it not? It says that it's pumping. And it's going across here and down into here. That is relatively empty. Oh. I sure am silly sometimes. Well, that's not that big of a deal. It should be just going straight into here. I wonder why it's not, though. I really don't know. Maybe it would be best to leave this manual airlock open. Open it, and we will get rid of that, and we will replace it as soon as they get moving again with a liquid vent. Okay, and they are officially done with that. So let's drop in a liquid vent here. It's not nice that it'll be dripping, but it'll be going down into that pump. Does this actually say why? No, that is currently pumping water to an unknown location. Where is it pumping water? The only place it could go is out there, and it is definitely not on. Let's disable this for a minute and take a look at our liquid plumbing overlay and deconstruct our liquid pipes. This one, just in case that is the issue. We definitely have less water, and I have no idea where it went. Okay, so the purpose of doing that was so that we can move this pump down. I need to go ahead and get rid of that pump and put in a new one. And to do that, we need to bring down our pipe, and we need to bring over our power. And I'll get around to that relatively soon. So this abyssalite shows up as ridiculously cold. Does it actually cool our area? It does not seem to be cooling our area. We do seem to be doing just fine on electricity, which is good. Still don't know where all that water went. If you guys figure out where that water went, let me know in the comments. Just a thought here. It may be worthwhile to do all of our storage of slime and slime-like resources over here. Since we've got these puffs that'll pull the contaminated oxygen out of the air. I mean, contamination out of the oxygen. Let's do that. Yes, let's definitely do that. So, I don't want to break through there. I do maybe want to go ahead and break through here. And when I get in, I want to go down. Well, I don't want to get rid of all that, because I need a floor to work on. We'll dig it out like that, and then we will dig out this row next. Actually, replace that row with tile. There we go. That'll work. And we'll have a little step. And put in a manual airlock. And hope that this doesn't bust. If it does bust, it shouldn't be that big of a deal if we have a door on there first. Have we encountered slime? We have officially encountered slime. I'm going to put that as a high priority, and I believe it's organic. Yes, it is organic, and we have encountered slime. They're going to prioritize putting slime in that one box. Actually, I'm going to set these to an 8. That way, eventually, I can move it from here by just changing priority. But down here, I'm going to put in our... where is it? Uh-oh. I heard a mess. Stress vomiting. Melody. Dirty hands and grimy. Melody, you are going on the massage table. Who else do we have that's stressed? It's primarily Melody. That is odd. And I need to go ahead and mop that up at a very high priority. Not this, but the bad water. That doesn't sound right. That really does not sound right as far as oxygen consumption goes. We are a little bit low on pressure, but we should be generating plenty. And we've got, like, every single one of these. Looks just fine. I don't know where all of our oxygen is being consumed. It's probably in the work that they're doing. Ooh, a fertilizer maker. That looks good. I don't think we've got a problem with making fertilizer just yet. That can work, and that can work. And I'm just gonna have it dump down into there. Yeah, that's gonna work. And that means I need to build some storage compactors. Probably about like that. And I need to put in their plumbing. And the vent for it. So it'll just drop down there. And what else do they need? They need power, I do believe. Electrical wire. Gonna run it about like that. And then like that. Then all the way across to the main line. But if we do that, we need to tile in this area. and cancel this little mistake up top. What are they currently working on? They have finished this, which is good. Set that to auto. Is this one closed? That is set to auto for sure now. And I want to prioritize the stuff up here at the top. Okay, so we've got our storage lockers completed. I'm going to set them to slime on a 9. Organic, slime, 9. Organic, slime, 9. Okay, so these will store our slime. These puffs will take care of our contaminated oxygen that is being produced by it. And these will take care of the slime that we collect. Okay, so they have finally finished that project, and we are currently producing algae. It's not out yet, but it is being produced. I also went ahead and put in a air deodorizer over here, which needs to be filled up very soon, because we've got some contaminated oxygen leaking. There we go, taking care of that contaminated oxygen. Good. All the contaminated oxygen in here is just fine. These puffs are taking care of it, and now they have plenty to eat. It's something that they were kind of running short on earlier. Let's see, what kind of heat does that put out? That puts out a fair amount of heat. And what do the puffs like? Does not say, does it? Let's take a quick pause, and it still does not say what temperature they prefer. Hopefully these won't produce too much heat. And we've got a new duplicate available, and we are currently over full, so we're just going to reject all without even taking a look at it. We could go ahead and break through here. There's not enough water up there to make any use of that anyway. Which means we can go ahead and deconstruct all of that. I underestimated how quickly the water could seep through. So I'm going to go through here and just set these above average. I think they were spending quite a bit of time going in collecting slime to be put in there. Once again, insufficient oxygen generation. Oh, that's neat. I didn't actually plant those and they're growing. That's nice. And need to go ahead and harvest that as well. Let's take a look at our oxygen. We are a bit low. It must be because we've opened up these caverns and stuff and they are low pressure. So it should equalize soon. If it doesn't, we'll ramp up our oxygen production. That is almost completely dry. What's producing? I have no idea what down here is producing carbon dioxide. But it's definitely going up. I think maybe something has broken in one of the more recent updates. First our water goes into nowhere, and now we're generating carbon dioxide out of nowhere. So weird. But I am going to go ahead and deconstruct all this. But I'm going to leave that door in there. Keep our pressure high. I'm reasonably happy with where this is going. We need to mop that. Where is that coming from? Did we have somebody stress vomit? We do have some high stress up here. Howard, Hideki, and Melody, all three are hurting. Let's bump these things' priorities back way up. Melody, who else was high? Howard. Howard has never been stressed before. Let's go ahead and take care of that. And I can probably put that on hold for now. We are starting to become short on water. And I need to prioritize this quite a bit. What are you doing down here? You're picking up slime. Why are you picking up slime from there? I am going to close that door for good. Oh, these puffs are very happy. I saw this one go down into the dirt very shortly ago, and he has not come back. Did he pop up here? No, because that's fully oxygen. That is odd. So I'm going to stick to a normal priority, but I'm going to go ahead and have them bust through right here. Where's this contaminated water coming from? We're going to deconstruct that and go ahead and build out just a little bit more, and then put the liquid vent on. And bump up the priority so they go ahead and get that done. There we go. So it now has a place to go. They're rushing to complete this, and it's only a priority 5. How's our stress looking? There's literally nobody on the table and nobody assigned to Howard. There we go. Melody and Howard are both assigned to table, but nobody's on the table. Why is nobody on the table? Let's look at our priority overlay. That's good, that's good. That actually probably does not need to be at an 8. We're going to go ahead and bump that down to a 6 on both of them so they keep them going, but not excessively. That may be why they weren't going to their massage table. Massage tables are on 9. Art is on 9. Not a big deal. Getting this done on a 9 is a big deal. Going ahead and getting this is a bigger deal than dealing with this. And they seem to prioritize that outside of what I've set. Does that say unreachable? That currently says unreachable. Interesting. Interesting. It is set to auto, and I know why they can't get down here. It's now set back to auto. Oh great, just as I remove it, they now have water down there. Oh well, they won't have much of a reason to go down there. Let's put in a ladder right there, so they can go up if they need to. Okay guys, that brings us to the end of our episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't, you know what to do. If you've got any suggestions, leave something down in the comments. I try to read all of them, and let me know what you think. Thanks, and I will see you in the next one.